when you find it hard to get through each day, making a to-do list definitely helps to give your day direction and purpose. What's up YouTube? I'm Marissa, a filmmaker from San Diego, California. I make videos about my experiences as a female, Filipino, queer person living in her 20s. This month of October, I've committed to making a video every other day that focuses on self-love and self-care practices in what I'm calling Self-Love Vlogtober. Today we're talking about making a to-do list. I personally make a to-do list every day just so I see like where I need to go, where I need to be, and things that I want to get done that day. And the reason why I'm bringing it up for the Self-Love Vlogtober is that it's not just like a productivity thing, but I think when you're going through a healing process, a readjustment in your life, which I'm currently going through, you know, you're already dealing with the healing and getting, you know, dealing with the pain or the sadness. So it's hard to kind of go through your day and just like focus on what's at hand, you know, whether that's work or school, your social life, your family, your friends, and so on and so forth. So I think it's helpful to write down the things that you want to accomplish in that day, or the prior engagements that you have that day. So, I mean, I think everyone knows what a to-do list is. You list the things or places that you need to be in that day. When you are going through a tough time, I suggest that you limit your tasks to 3 to 5 things. I personally, so what a regular day looks like, I usually have to go to work, and I put that on my to-do list, even though it seems like that's a given, but I think sometimes it's just like helpful, like, yeah, I'm gonna be here from this time to this time, and then after work, what do I want to get done? And it could be anything from going to visit someone, or doing laundry, or going to the grocery store. Like, it's things as simple as that. And again, I try not to put more than 3 to 5 things on that list. I think even when you are in like a good period in your life, it's easy to overwhelm yourself, but especially when you are healing and you're going through tough times, the last thing you want to do is overload yourself with certain tasks to get through the day. Other than, you know, giving yourself direction and kind of mapping out your day, I think making a to-do list is helpful because, you know, once you get a certain task done, or once you are done with a certain event, or you're done with work, you can check it off your list. And I think that it really does give you like a little bit of a dopamine hit. It's satisfying to like cross off, like, I finally did laundry today, or I finally got a car wash, and it just makes you feel like, okay, I'm doing something, I'm being productive, you know, I'm being a productive member of society. And again, when you're in a trying time, I feel like the small victories are worth so much more than you think, especially when they add up over time, over the days and weeks and months. You just realize like, oh wow, I did, you know, a little thing here and there every day, and then just look what I accomplished in this time. Even though, you know, again, I know like the past few months I've felt really heavy, and like some days are just like really hard to get through, but then I look back at my planner, I even look back on like my Instagram, my stories, and like realize that I've actually done a lot in my time, and I'm still living life the best I can. And again, to planning out my day every morning or the night before helps with that, because then at least it knows, like, when I wake up, I know what I'm gonna do with that day. I also suggest, like, if you're not the type of person to write down what you're gonna do that day, you know, go to work, do laundry, you know, get some groceries, whatever it is, I also suggest like, and like this is very helpful when, again, you feel like you're not doing much, and it's very easy to kind of get in your head and like feel worse about your situation when like it's hard to even get out of bed. I suggest, instead of making a to-do list, write down all the things that you got done that day. So again, even if it's something as simple as I got out of bed today, I took a shower, I ate a healthy meal, I went for a walk, like things seriously as simple as that, just so you can look back and realize like, okay, I did not waste my day, you know? And I mean, I think it's very hard to waste your day. I think we need to get rid of the idea that if you don't do 1,000,001 things in a day, doesn't mean that you wasted a day or that you're not being a productive human being. Because again, for those of you who are healing, are in a transition period of your life, I think sometimes, again, it's so hard to find your footing and, you know, find a balance in your life. So I think it's so important to just like crossing stuff off your list and like celebrating that small victory. It's also important to acknowledge, like, this is what I got done today. This is what I was capable of doing in this day. And again, it's okay if it was just, I just got out of bed, I took a shower. I think, again, no matter what you're going through, stuff that as simple as like simple self-care, simple hygiene is big. I think it's a big win because I know what it's like to feel like you can't even get out of bed. Don't be too hard on yourself and give yourself all the time you need to heal and to have those days where you do just stay in bed. Of course, yes, you know, I'm sure we all have responsibilities and eventually we have to go out there, go to work, go to school, you know, see our friends, see our family. But in the first few weeks of healing and readjusting, don't be so hard on yourself and realize that you do probably get more done in a day than you realize. And that's where, again, making a to-do list comes in, or just writing down all the things that you did in the day really kind of helps you see that you really are making progress here and there. And it's okay if you do more things in one day and less things the next. It's all about just, again, doing what you can every day, living life to the best of your ability, and pretty soon you'll look back and realize, like, wow, I've done a lot despite everything I'm going through and despite the way I've been feeling. Like, you're still pushing through it, you're still trying, and really that's the most important thing, is just waking up every day and at least trying to live your best life and, you know, live life the best you can, because you only got one. And again, it's okay to be sad and have those days where you don't leave your house, don't even leave your room, but know that you're human and that's okay. And eventually you'll look back and realize, like, oh, I got myself through that. Because really, if you haven't given yourself a pat on the back, just know that you should be proud of yourself for getting yourself through your toughest days so far. Anyways, that's all I had for you guys today. Once again, I'm Marissa Roxas. I'm a filmmaker from San Diego, California. Thank you for joining me along on Self-Love Vlogtober. I will see you not tomorrow, but the next day. Until then, take care.